Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, how the devil are we all doing? I'm the Nipple Greyhound, and welcome to this week's Top 5 Camps. As ever, we've got some absolute stunners lined up for you. So sit back, relax, and get ready to see some true masochism. In the number 5 spot this week, we have Greengrass with the Cabin in the Woods build. And guys, just take a look at that. I've said it once and I'll say it again. This prefab is absolutely stunning work by Bethesda. Now, it's not often that I compliment them because it's not often that they deserve it. But yeah, they've done a good job with this one. But despite already being perfectly well put together, Greengrass has actually added a little bit to it himself. The most noticeable thing, of course, being the glass walls that he's got over the balcony there. And I think that's actually a really nice addition. It fits in quite well, strangely. Now on the interior, Greengrass has done an absolutely spectacular job of decorating it. Just take a look at that kitchen there, guys. I absolutely love the attention to detail that's gone into this, and even though it's a slightly more, modern looking kind of dining set, I think it actually matches in quite well with the prefab. It's quite an odd one, this build. We've got a lot of newer styled, materials being used on what's quite a rustic looking building, but like I said, it just works. It's not just the kitchen that's been well done either. Every single room of this looks like it's had, quite a bit of time put into it. So despite the fact that it's a prefab, it looks very individual. Greengrass, you've done a fantastic job on this one. I can't actually find anything wrong with it at all. You've made brilliant use of the prefab, you've added your own little twist to it, and yeah, it's turned out really nice. Congratulations on the number 5 spot, and thank you very much for entering this week. Right then, just before we go any further, I want to make you guys aware that your judge for this week is Fuzzbrain. The guy is an incredible builder, and he's done an incredible job on judging this week as well. So if you could head over onto his channel, show him some love, I'm sure he'd much appreciate it. Anyhow, back to the top 5. And in the number 4 spot this week, we have Captain. I don't know why I went pirate then, it's just the only way I could say it. Anyhow, Captain, sorry, has built this Brotherhood of Steel firebase. And guys, this is different. How often do you see military encampments built in this game? You don't, really, to be honest with you. And that's because they are bloody difficult to pull off. Sure, it's easy to throw down a couple of tents and some defensive structures, but it just looks like, I don't know, angry scouts most of the time. But Captain has pulled this off absolutely brilliantly. It genuinely looks like some form of little military encampment, like a checkpoint. Some of the components utilised to make this build, you just don't see them getting used that often. So yeah, like I said, it is nice to see that. I also love the location as well. That little wrecked army jeep there in the middle of it, again, it just adds to the, military kind of feel of the place. Another thing I really enjoyed about it is the way you filmed it. How you've got all your friends to come in and act as extras. It amazes me that even after all this time, there's still groups of people that are still playing together and enjoying it. It's quite nice, really. Overall, Captain, I absolutely love this build. Like I said, it's very unusual to see, and the way you filmed it, mwah, chef's kiss. Thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on the number 4 spot. Very well deserved indeed. Coming in at number 3 this week, we have a new entrant to the competition, and it's Last One Left with the Ramshackled Shanty. And just a quick thank you to Moonlight Cowboy for uploading this on behalf of Last One Left. Anyhow, this thing is the scrappiest thing I've seen since getting in my car to drive to work this morning. The immersion levels are off the goddamn charts. I mean, just look for yourself, guys. It's on your screen in front of you. I absolutely love the way you've mixed and matched different materials, and to be honest with you, a lot of them are actually vanilla items. They're not scoreboard or, been bought in the Atomic Shop. So yeah, that's a nice little touch. I'm also seeing a slight curvature to front at build. Now, I could be wrong, it just could be the way that it's filmed, but if you have put a slight little bend in it, then yeah, top marks there on that one. Makes it look a lot more thrown together and adds a little bit of complexity to it. I like it. Overall, mate, the exterior of this is absolutely spot on. You've gone for scrappy and immersive, and you've hit the nail on the head. I've just noticed those little rocks that you've got as an entranceway as well. Yeah, I like that. In fact, come to mention it, I think Fuzzbrain actually, pointed that out as part of his judging as well. Fair play to you. Spinning it round to have a look from a different angle. I'm absolutely loving the use of that shipping container there. And at the top of the builder, you've got the hexagonal little structure going down. Yeah, I like that. Anyhow, enough of the exterior, let's take a look inside, and the theme follows the outside of it absolutely perfectly. Now, last one left hasn't gone too overboard with the decor, but again, I think it fits in with this kind of build. It's not going to be rammed to the rafters full of tech or, clean items. Nah, of course it's not. It's a post-war house at the end of the day. With immersive builds, you can go one or two ways. You've either got to keep them quite simple, with minimal decoration and scruffy shit, or you go all out and ram it to the rafters full of, absolute shite that you'd find on a pensioner's mantelpiece. Now, I tend to lean more to the stuff to the brim with shit, side of decorating, but last one left, the way he's done this, yeah, I quite like it. All in all, mate, absolutely spectacular work with this one. Thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on the number 3 spot. That's off to your meter. So, how are you lot liking the camp so far? As ever, I'm bloody loving them. The bar just keeps getting raised. However, I'm guessing there's some of you in the comments that are thinking, oh, you know what? I could do a better job than that. And guys, that may very well be true. However, I don't know unless I see them, do I? I need to have them, there in front of me. Fortunately, mon petit fleurs, there is a way to make that happen. If you look in the description of this video, you'll see a link to my Discord. And in there, you can submit your camps. Who knows? Next week, you could be in the next top 5. So come on, head on over to Discord and show me what you've bloody well got. Anyhow, back to this week's top 5. And in the number 2 spot, we've got Discord making an absolutely shit ton of background noise. So let's just ignore that and carry on. The number 2 spot this week actually goes to Vix with the Cultist Temple. And guys, just take a look at that. It's creepy as hell and I love it. I mean, the shape of the thing is the first thing that stands out, isn't it? Obviously, we've got the nice rounded design to it, which, as I've mentioned many times before, isn't, the easiest thing to do. However, Vix has taken it one step further and put a kind of flat entranceway on it. I like that. I've not really seen that done much before. Probably because it's a kick in the penis to do. So, yeah, hats off to you on that one. Another nice addition is the greenhouse that you've got acting as like a dome on the top of it. Yeah, getting proper Masonic temple kind of vibes from it. No? Anyone else? Just me? Yeah, I'd be right. Now, on the outside, while it is very impressive indeed, it's the inside where this thing really comes alive and we get that cultist vibe going down. I mean, just take a look at it. It looks like some ritual sacrifice area. You've nailed the theme, spot on here, Vix. Trust me, if I was to step in this during my Wasteland adventures, I'd think I was about to get murdered, trap campy-ish kind of things going on. And just as a public service announcement, this is in no way a trap camp because I know some people get funny about it. Thank you. All in all, Vix, you have absolutely smashed this one out of the park. The exterior, 10 out of 10 for design. It's complicated, it's tricky to do, but it looks absolutely fantastic. The interior's the same. Again, 10 out of 10. The whole feel of the place is just, spooky and a little bit macabre, I think the word is. Look at me coming out with posh stuff. Vix, thank you very much for entering this week. Absolutely stellar work to steal one of Sweet Roll's words. Yeah, you've absolutely smashed it. Congratulations on the number 2 spot. Very well deserved indeed. Right then, guys, so who has come in number 1 this week? There's been a lot of entrants, and as you can see, the bar is getting raised every week. It's becoming tougher and tougher. Unfortunately, though, I'm going to have to keep you waiting just a little bit longer, because it's time for the honourable mentions section, yes. And this week, again, we've got 2 of them. I know, it's becoming quite a common theme. And the first one this week goes to Goldfinger76 with the Brandenburg Gate build. And guys, this is just absolutely incredible. One of my personal favourites. The attention to detail on this is, absolutely wunderbar. Very impressive indeed. Now, this camp is way too big for me to show you in this video, so I would recommend that any of you watching go on over there and take a look at the full bloody thing. It really is mind-blowing. Goldie, in my opinion, the only reason this hasn't got in the top 5 is because it's a custom worlds build, but that doesn't detract from it. You've done a fantastic job with this one, pal. Dankeschön, mein Freund. Das Camp ist schön, and congratulations on the honourable mention. Now, the second honourable mention goes to Codjumper TV with the Millennium Falcon build. And guys, I absolutely love Star Wars. Honestly, my passion for it is just, it's next level. So you have no idea how much this kind of stuff pleases me to see. Codjumper, first off, you've done an absolutely cracking job with the Falcon. It looks pretty good, especially considering, this messed up game is a nightmare to build in. And you've also done a pretty cool job on that little TIE bomber at the back there as well. Yeah, I absolutely love this one, mate. Thank you very much for entering this week, pal, and congratulations on the honourable mention. This one was probably my personal favourite for this week, not gonna lie. Right then, so now we come back to the top 5, and who's in the number 1 spot? Well, I'm not gonna keep you waiting for any longer. Your winner this week is Lady H with the Reclaimed Lodge. Now, yes, guys, this is another Hunter's Lodge prefab, but what Lady H has done with it is properly unique. If you take a look at this, mein Freundens, you will see that it looks a little bit different to the other prefab that we've seen earlier on in the video. And that's simply because Lady H had the clever idea of destroying it before she started building in it. And it totally transforms the look of this whole entire prefab. It's gone from being a nice looking pre-war ski cabin kind of thing to a absolutely destroyed and, you know, ruined shell of a house. And I absolutely love the immersiveness of it. Like I said, it gives a totally different feel of this whole entire prefab. Lady H has also kept this scruffy and scrappy theme going on by the way she's decorated it as well. There's not really any clean items in sight. It all looks like crap that a wastelander would find, you know, knocking around in an old city and has brought it back to furnish the house. Kind of. That may sound like garble to you, but I know what I'm on about. Lady H, I absolutely adore this one. I've never seen this done before. It's a very clever and ingenuitive idea to, you know, destroy it. And yeah, like I say, I absolutely love this thing. Very clever indeed. Lady H, thank you very much for entering this week. This was an extremely clever and well-executed camp. Congratulations on being this week's top 5 winner. Very well deserved indeed. And a massive thank you to everybody who entered. You know, all your camps were absolutely amazing, but unfortunately, we can only choose 5 of them. Now, if you didn't get in, please don't be disheartened, guys. Just keep building. Like I said, I used to submit to DTDs a hell of a lot, and I very rarely got in. I know it's a bit gutting, but guys, just remember, you lot are keeping the Fallout 76 camp building community alive. So thank you very much for that. I'd also like to say a massive thank you to Fuzzbrain for judging this week. Like I say, it is not easy. Every judge struggles with it. So like I said before, if you could go over to his channel, show him some love, I'm sure he'd very much appreciate it. As ever, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. The extra support is much appreciated. If that's something that you guys would be interested in, the link's down in the description, along with all my other socials. Anyhow, as we say it north, I will love you and leave you, and I'll catch you at next one. Have fun, everybody.